A very good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Let's quickly start off with the business session. We have two updates for today. First, we have an update from our VPs and over to you, Toastmaster Shiva.
Toastmaster Ujwal, so I have a couple of announcements for all of you today. So the first one is the usual role taker update for next week. We have three speech slots that have been booked. One by Toastmaster Anirudh, one by Toastmaster Shubha, and the other one by Toastmaster Nagendra. Apart from this, all the other roles, MTG, TAPG, and the Evaluator slots are open for next week. Interested members can contact me. With that, I move on to the second announcement. That is a very special one. After a very long time, Mekon Communication Club will have a joint meeting with another Toastmaster club. So a joint meeting is where it's like a regular Toastmaster meeting but with another Toastmaster club, and this is Uttishta Toastmasters based out of RR Nagar, a very reputed Toastmaster club from South Bangalore. So a lot to learn there, and this meeting will be happening on the 11th of May, which is a Saturday, and the meeting will be happening at one of our the venue has been provided by one of our members, Toastmaster Balaji, at his school, and the school is called Our School, and it is located in Banshankari second stage. And the meeting will be at the same time when we start at 5:30 p.m. We start the networking, and have at 6 p.m. the meeting commences. So this will be a joint meeting wherein you get to experience the culture of another Toastmaster club, a lot to learn there, and at the same time showcase how we do our things. Right? So it's a great occasion, and I request all the members to attend that meeting in large numbers. And one very important thing that I want all of you to do is by tonight or by tomorrow, our Vice President Membership Toastmaster Sharanye will be sending out a poll or a Google form for all of you to indicate whether you will be able to attend that meeting. So you will, whether you want to attend it or not, whether you're watching this online or you're in person, please do indicate your interest in that meeting. So with that, I conclude my announcement. Back to the person.
I think we have to give a special round of applause for our IPP Toastmaster Biology for providing us the venue. Let's give him a round. With this, we have another update. So we'll be keeping club outing on June 2nd. It will be on Sunday. So per member it is 900 rupees, and it is only restricted for our current members of Mekon Communication Club. So yeah, and the venue, the resort is Rock Spot. So let's VPM will put out it in the WhatsApp group as well. So let's make it happen, and then yeah. So this is it from the business session. Now the sergeant can take over.
Good evening to one and all present here. Good evening.
Good evening.
1 plus 1 is 2 is what we learned in school and is the basic principle of mathematics. But today, our theme for the day, 1 plus 1 is 3, implies to synergy, which means the combined effect of multiple events, combined effects of multiple events is greater than the sum of individual effects. In a simple words, it refers to teamwork. Toastmaster Latha and I are the sergeants for the club for this term. We do various works like put up the standee, set up the lectern, then showcase all the awards of the club, then the ribbons, and put up those ribbons and the signboard saying you can enter and exit only during the applause, and set up the chairs, get the most important, get snacks for the club, and also write update on the whiteboard in this case. So we do quite a lot of things to ensure that there is a smooth proceedings of the meeting. And this, the time taken and the effort, when we do it individually is more, but when we do it together, it's easier and the time taken is lesser, which is a perfect example for today's theme. Now let me introduce a person who creates synergy by ensuring that the EC members who function efficiently. He's currently doing his MBA in Christ University. He's completed his BCom from Transcend Group of Institutes. He's also a certified yoga instructor from SUASA D2B University. He loves dancing. He's also a chess player. He also loves cricket. With a huge round of applause, please welcome our President, Toastmaster Ujwal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apoorva, for such a warm introduction. A very good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and my esteemed guests.
Good evening.
Yeah, we have one guest in this meeting. Can you please introduce about yourself and let us know how we got to know about our club? And please stand up and
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sakshi. I am coming here for the second or third time as a guest. So maybe eagerness to join Toastmasters very soon. I'm working as an HR in educational sector and felt the need of joining Toastmasters. So saw the nearest club is this and the timings are also suitable. So that's why I'm here today. Thank you.
Thank you, and you are at the right place. And welcome to our club. Now, can I have the minutes of the meeting read out by our Secretary Toastmaster Mehjabin?
Thank you so much, President. Here are the minutes of the meeting number 1260 held on 22nd of April 2024. Theme: Sing a Song, Word of the Week, Integral. The business session started at 6:15 p.m. and was chaired by Acting President Toastmaster Sharanye. In the business session, Vice President of Education Toastmaster Shiva announced that 1 speaking slots have been booked. While all other roles are open, interested members were asked to contact him for more information. DTM Udanka announced that the district recognized the 20 members who renewed their membership before March 31st with a badge of appreciation. BBM Toastmaster Shivaprasad will distribute the badge among the members. The regular meeting started at 6:17 p.m. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Latha started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to Acting President Toastmaster Sharanye. Acting President opened the meeting, spoke on the theme and introduced the Master of Ceremony Toastmaster Jyothi. Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Jyothi spoke on the theme and introduced the role takers for the day. Timer Toastmaster Anirudh, Accounter Toastmaster Mamata, Grammarian Toastmaster Nagendra, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Gaurav. The prepared speech session has 2 speakers. Speaker number 1, Toastmaster Apoorva, was attempting level 2 project 3. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Shiva, was attempting level 4 elective project. The evaluators were Toastmaster Vijay Upendra and DTM AK Pravagara. Toastmaster Chetan conducted the table topic speakers and had 8 speakers in total. Toastmaster Raja conducted the general evaluation. Toastmaster Shiva and DTM AK Prabhakara recognized members for completing their pathway levels. The winners of the week were Best Prepared Speaker Toastmaster Shiva, Best Evaluator Toastmaster Vijay Upendra, Best Table Topic Speaker Toastmaster Sai Snehal, Best Role Taker TAPG Toastmaster Anirudh, Best Role Taker MTG Toastmaster Chetan and Toastmaster Raja. The Acting President Toastmaster Sharanye closed the meeting at 8:13 p.m. followed by National Anthem. Thank you and back to the President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehjabin. Are there any amendments for the MOM?
No.
If not, I shall consider it as accepted and open meeting number 1265. The last time when this person had taken up MC, she had given the theme Blue Sky Thinking. This time it is 1 + 1 = 3. Next time, we don't know what she would come up with, but all I want to convey this person is well, we have a theme today which goes beyond mere mathematics. For few of them, they would have seen it inside a mall as an offer. For a third standard kid, it would be very much difficult, it would be very much confusing, as he has always learned it to be 1 + 1 = 2. And for a person like Nagendra, he would see it as a formula of family, that is father plus mother is equal to child. But the actual meaning behind this theme is that 2 entities come together to make something which is greater than the sum of their parts. It is about a precious thing, or I would say it is about a principle that comes up with importance of collaboration, synergy, and the power of teamwork. As the old saying goes, two heads are better than one, especially if one of them happens to be a unicorn. And in yesterday's match, I think Will Jacks was our unicorn for RCB because during the 14th over, he happens to score a half century, but at the end of 16th over, he finished off the game in style by hitting a century in just 7 minutes. The battle of King and Will Jacks made us witness a scenery of teamwork, and I think which led to a glorious victory against the GT. In a similar instance, few months back, I was given an assignment or a group assignment from the college where we have to serve in an NGO and we have to come up with a report. And we were a group of 4, and this is how it went. One person took up the responsibility of selecting a relevant NGO. The other person made sure that all the relevant questions are asked and planned the interactions with the kid. And the other 2 were given the role of completing the report. Everything went out to be smooth, and it was very much easy task for all of us. Little did I know that this formula 1 + 1 = 3 was game changer over there. Moving forward, all I want to say is that the moment when we collaborate, we tend to bring something new, or I would say the moment when we collaborate, we keep on challenging each other, we bring out each other new things, and then we bring out the best in each other, and then we challenge one another's ideas, we push each other to think differently, and ultimately we elevate each other to new height. That's the power of teamwork. As the legendary Steve Jobs once said, great things in business are never done by one person, they are done by a team of people. So let's cherish the power of teamwork, where 1 + 1 = 3 and beyond. Now we have a person who recently witnessed this synergy, or I would say this beauty of teamwork in yesterday's Lakshmi Group's NAS Premier Cricket League, where she has 7+ years of enriching experience, a corporate experience, and she is an experienced and passionate about skill development and copywriting. Her hobbies include reading books, playing cricket, dancing, traveling, and whatnot. So without any further ado, let's welcome the Master of Ceremonies for the day, Toastmaster Latha, with a huge round of applause.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm still not happy with the good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Now the theme what we have today is 1 + 1 = 3. Now both the sergeant and the president has spoken about that 1 + 1 is what is being taught to us in the school is 2. But here today I'm going to help you guys to understand that how can 1 + 1 become 3. All of us have heard about the word collaboration. Yes? Collaboration is the key to success, said a famous person, but I did not get his name. But I like this quote what he said, that collaboration is the key to success. And I do believe in that also. Collaboration is the interaction of 2 or more people wherein it results something greater what the 2 people would have done individually. But when they do as a group, the results are much more greater than individually done. They always say that stronger together, always. Now let me take an example of tug of war. All of us have played that game. Yes? All of us have an idea what tug of war? It's like you have a point and you given a rope. There are two teams playing. Whoever pulls the other team towards that area wins it. Now this is not an individual game, right? This is a more of a team event. So what do? Before getting into tug of war, we all plan. We just try to analyze the opposite team. Who looks stronger? How many fat people they have? How many stronger people they have? How many women? How many men? If they have any children? And how can we use a strategy to get them here? It's a team effort. It's a collaboration. Can one person defeat 10 people at the same time? Yes.
Not really.
Yes. One person can defeat 10 people at the time. You had nodded, sir. How can one person defeat 10 people?
No, I said this, it's just not me. Krishna Devaraya fight in when army, they attack him in his bedroom. Around 50 guys attacks him. He was in sleep. But by the time his protection comes, he kills all 50.
All the 50 people. What can happen in the second incident? If all of you have heard about Great Khali,
Yes.
I think he and I think 10 of us, any of us from here, including me, I think he can put all of us down together. Yes? Sai Then Sai, I think you have to make you alone stand in front of Kali. So this is what the power of collaboration is. Collaboration is teamwork. Teamwork is collaboration. And the result of collaboration when teamwork included is much more greater than when two people doing it. What we usually think is that whatever collaborations we do is the result of a particular event. No. It usually happens that there are few events what would have happened before is the result of the collaboration events what we have right now. Now we talk about Mekong Communication Club. It is a very well-known club. It's a very reputed club. And I am a very proud Mekongian. And being the sergeant of this club, I always tell with very pride, Sergeant at Arms at Mekong Communication Club. Now, is this club being what it is today only by one person? Or it's an effort of 26 years by all the Mekongians from 1998 to 2024? Yes or no?
Yes.
I want you guys to give me an agreement because I understand that yes, all of you are agreeing so that I can go to the next point. And if you're not agreeing on my point, then I'm going to stuck over there and make you guys agree on that point and then go to the next point. So all of us agree? It's a collaboration?
Yes.
So here 1 plus 1 is not equal to 2?
No.
So what is 1 plus 1 here equal to? What number do you think?
4.
4?
10.
10?
It can be more than 2.
More than 2? Okay, with this question I would like to go for BP membership. How many members do we have? Sorry. 44. So can I tell 1 plus 1 is equal to 44 here right now for Mekong Communication Club? We can, right? So here, changing my thing a little different with the numbers, I would tell 1 plus 1 for Mekong Communication will be 44 over here right now. And I hope that till she is there and the next people who come, there are a lot of numbers adding on to our Mekong Communication Club. The minds are better than one. If there's one mind, it's just a mind. But when there's collaboration of multiple minds and it becomes one, the end results are very good and very excellent and better than what a one mind can do. Now what I want to conclude here is always collaboration is used in different terms at different places. But when you use the synergy concept over here, when 1 plus 1 is not equal to 2, but 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 with relation to collaboration, the results are more superior, more greater and more faster. With the same concept, the Toastmasters was started. It's celebrating 100 years. And what is Toastmasters all about? It's all about communication excellence and celebrating 100 years, it's all about communication excellence, and for 100 years and counting, Toastmasters have been expressing themselves better, practicing and evaluating in a fun club environment, shining all around the world. It was started on October 22nd, 1924 at Colorado by Ralph C. Medley. Today, Toastmasters has about 280,000 members in 15,800 clubs in 149 countries. This is the latest statistics what I got on Google. And it's 15,800 clubs, and one of the prestigious clubs is Mekong Communication Club, where we all belong, which was established in the year 1998. Now, our ideal Toastmaster session at Mekon Communication Club has 3 sessions. The first is the prepared speech session, the second is the table topic session, and third is the general evaluation session. Now, what happens in the first session? The prepared speech session, we have 2 or 3 speakers coming over here, and they are given enough time to prepare for themselves with the choice of the topic they have and the content they have. And they come well prepared and they come over here behind the lectern and give their speech. The second will be the table topics master, wherein we have a table topic master who has 8 to 10 topics over here, which is not given prior to the class, to the session, and they just come over here, they choose a person, he or she has to come behind the lectern and has to do an impromptu talking over there. The third is the general evaluation session. The general evaluation session is the session where the general evaluator gives a feedback about the session from the start to the end. What went good, what should have been good, and what can be done better. So this is typically how the Toastmaster session happens at Mekon Communication Club and other clubs also. Now, for the smooth flow of this meeting, I have my team over here, which will help me to run the show in a very flow manner, whatever is decided. So now I would request the TAPG team, I would request everyone whom I call up, please introduce yourselves by your name and what is your role. So I would like to call, the timer for today to please introduce his name and the role.
Good evening, I'm Anirudh and I'm the timer for this meeting, and I'll be timing all the prepared speeches, the table topics and the individual evaluations. And we have two prepared speeches today. The time allotted are 5 to 7 minutes and 20 to 22 minutes respectively. And I'll be showing the time left at the end of each speech using the 3 cards. The green card, for the first speech, I'll be showing the green card at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. For the second speech, I'll be showing the green card at 18 minutes, the yellow card at 20 minutes, and the red card at 22 minutes. And each table topic is allotted 1 to 2 minutes each. And the green card at 1, the yellow card at 1.5, that is 1 minute 30 seconds, and then the red card at the 2 minute mark will be shown. And both the individual evaluations will have 2 to 3 minutes for each of the speeches, and the green card and the yellow card and the red cards will be shown at 2, 2.5 and 3 minutes respectively. I should also notify everyone of the time deterrent that if you take more than 30 seconds over and beyond your time allotted, then you may be you will be disqualified from the polls at the end of the session where you get the reports. Yes, from the reports. Thanks. I'll give my report at the end of the session. Thanks.
Next, I would request the R counter, please introduce yourself and the role.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Saket and I'm the R counter for today's meeting. I'll note the words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for the overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen to filler sounds including and ed. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase such as and, I, etc. I'll give my report at the end. Thank you.
The PPE evaluator.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. So I'll be watching for 3 things. Number 1, keep your phones on silent. Number 2, enter and exit only during the applause. So 2 equals 3, I'm done with my job. There is a third one, do not speak about sex, religion and politics. And I didn't tell my name, Varaprasad.
The Ceremonies, please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests present. I am Shiva and the grammarian for today. It's my responsibility to listen closely to speakers and note their language usage. This includes outstanding quotes and phrases, as well as the not so good usages. I will also be introducing the word for the day, which is precedent. The meaning is an earlier event or action regarded as an example or guide for subsequent circumstances. usage, the president hoped to set a precedent by coming early to the meeting. Thank you, and back to you.
Okay, let's begin with the first session of the meeting, that's the prepared speech. Now, before calling on the speaker, I would like to call upon the Pavani's Evaluator, Toastmaster Varaprasad, to please read out the evaluation.
Thank you. My name is Varaprasad. Today I am evaluating the speech project 2 level 3 by Pavani. Purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of previous experience as a protege. Notes for the evaluator and also to absorb to the member completing this project, developing understanding the Toastmaster mentoring. And about the speech is about time when the member was a protege. It may be from any time in his or her role or life, different roles. The member may discuss any aspects of the protege experience from their own experience. The speech should not be a report of the content of introduction to the Toastmaster mentoring project. All the best, Pavani. Back to you.
Our first speaker of the day is a BCom graduate, passionate about mandala painting, a very creative person, music and dance lover, attempting her level 2, project 3, presentation mastery with the title Friend-Led Learning. Please help me welcome with a thunderous applause Toastmaster Pavani.
From the moment we are born till now, learning is always with us. It's like the air we breathe. Imagine a world without learning. It's like a ship without a direction. In the vast ocean of knowledge, mentors stand as guiding stars. Mentors come in all shapes and sizes, each offering a unique lesson. Whether it's our parents teaching us basics or our teachers teaching ABCD, or even from unexpected sources like friends, foes, movie stars, or even strangers, there is something to learn from. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I was introduced to public speaking back in college. It was during my final year of BCom on a random evening after college, after the class, that one of my friend, a fellow Toastmaster, he gave insights about Toastmaster and asked me to attend the meeting as a guest for 3 times, and initially I resisted because I wasn't keen on it and I was scared. But I don't know what made me to attend the meeting. I attended my first meeting in Mekon Communication Club, and I still remember the meeting number was 1164. As I joined the club, and I would want to say that little did I know that time that decision would lead me to stand before you all today. As I started my journey, I encountered numerous mentors, I would say, and firstly, if I want to mention a few names, firstly it would be the individual evaluators and the general evaluators who provided invaluable feedback for me on the speeches and roles that I had taken. After the meeting, I used to get feedback from DTM AK Prabhakara and DTM MU Bhat about where I can improve and so on. I would also want to mention that the feedback forms that I received from each and every member helped me so much, added a lot of value and added a lot of learning to my Toastmasters journey. There were a few special shout-outs that I would want to give for Toastmaster Sai Snehal and DTM Udanka for always lending a helping hand for me, maybe in the trivial matters like navigating the Toastmasters website or even Mekon website for that matter, and assisting me on taking up roles and giving me opportunities beyond our club in Toastmasters. So I would tell that they were the strength and pillar of support for me. As I gradually entered my leadership journey in Toastmasters as a secretary and currently progressing to the associate VPM role, I have faced a lot of challenges. But Toastmaster Shiva was there for my support, and I leaned heavily on him for a lot of things. Maybe he was teaching me the essential things like how to use Canva, how to design the posters or newsletters, and even creating minutes of meeting for that matter. And right now, even I'm learning the how to handle YouTube content. So he inspired me as a leader, and I admired the way he took the responsibility as a leader. So he was not just an inspiring leader, but also a very reliable friend. There are many other Toastmasters whom I would want to mention, but the list is endless, like Toastmaster Jyothi, Toastmaster Raja, Toastmaster Chetan, Toastmaster Balaji, that I have learnt a lot from them. In the beginning, as I mentioned, how I spoke about how I started my journey in Mekon Communication Club and Toastmasters with an introduction from my friend. So, with an introduction from my friend, who happens to be my mentor. While few people might encounter their mentor becoming their best friend, but for me it was a bit different. My best friend is my mentor. Yes, you heard that right. Do you think that made my job easier? Not a chance, because he's a kind of a mentor who will not let you go off the hook so easily, and you cannot pull even a wool over his eyes. So he's very strict, I would say, but according to me, because he pushed me to take up so many roles and deliver more speeches. And since he is my best friend, I had this advantage of we didn't have formal meetings as mentoring sessions. It was more of a friendly chats, and it was like a two-way street learning, I would say, because we had fun learning and growing together. Despite the challenges, there were plenty of perks as well, as I mentioned. It was a friendly environment. It was not very strict, but we had our boundaries. Means when it came to Toastmaster, we kept it professional and we stuck to that no matter what. As most of you know who I am talking about, it is Toastmaster Ujwal, my mentor. He has always been full of positivity and encouragement, and he stood like a rock solid backbone for me. From the beginning of introducing me to this club until now, he has been a constant source of support and pillar of my strength. I have always admired him, and I have learned a lot from him as well, both as a Toastmaster and as a leader. And I have that immense pride that today he is holding that prestigious position of president in our club. And I would want to thank him for giving me this. If not he would have forced me that day to join the club, I don't think I would be able to take up public speaking ever in my life, because I was very scared of that. So all thanks to my mentor. Thank you, Toastmaster Ujwal. So this was about my friend-led learning. Toastmasters is not just about speaking and leading. What I have learned from Toastmasters is something beyond that. It is more about learning valuable life lessons, growing as a person, and making a lot of memories. So if you feel alone, just remember that Toastmasters is like your family, and you always have one or the other person to be there for you. And if you don't have a best friend, let your mentor be that one for you. Thank you, and back to you.
What do I tell? How was the speech? A very thought-provoking, personal experience speech where she speaks about her journey from the day she started off and where she is today. Now, I would like to call, before inviting the next speaker, I would like to call upon the next speaker's evaluator, DTM Subramanyam, to please read out the evaluation resource.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Today, I am evaluating Toastmaster Gaurav, who is attempting a speech from level 5 of presentation mastery. This is a core project, and the purpose statement of this project is for the speaker to practice developing and presenting a longer speech and attempt being a professional speaker. and the speech duration is 18 to 22 minutes. Thank you.
Our next speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav Badri. He's a BCom graduate and currently pursuing his MBA from St. Joseph's College. His hobbies include photography and sketching. Loves stand-up comedy, and in the previous videos that all of us have seen, he's the Mekon Communications comedy king, own comedy king over here. And he says that masala dosa and biryani are his way to his heart. Point to be noted. He's currently attempting level 5, project 1, presentation mastery, with the title Jack of All, Master of None. Title Jack of All, Master of None. Please help me welcome thunderous applause Toastmaster Gaurav Badri.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Latha, for a wonderful introduction. A very good evening to all Toastmasters and to the guests present here today. Jack of all, master of none. Whenever I used to listen to this phrase, it always gave me a curiosity as to what does this mean. Many of us who are present here and many of us in this world take this phrase in a more negative way. Whenever you say someone that you're Jack of all, master of none, they think that you're good at so many things but you never mastered one thing. It's like you tried multiple things but you left in between. And my entire life, my mother used to always call me this: you're a Jack of all and master of none. One day I asked her, what does this mean? She started calling me this from my 5th or 6th time. I asked her, what does this mean? She told me, like, you know, it meant like you've tried so many things, but you never mastered one thing, you're good for nothing. That is what she used to always call me. And whenever she used to call me that, I used to get very angry. Because who likes to get called good for nothing from a mother? So during my 2nd standard summer holidays, during those summer holidays, I used to always spend my time just watching TV or doing some unproductive stuff, like play video games or just sleep. And my parents thought, let's ensure that this kid doesn't waste his energy in this unproductive stuff. Let him put him to some classes so that he learns something new or maybe cultivate some new hobby. So my mother was in search as to where should I put this fellow where he can learn new skills. So one day I was taking a shower, and like all of you, I was bathroom singing. I was singing this famous Kannada song back in those days called Ale Paate Ale Kapna. My mother heard me sing. She thought my son has a hidden talent, which was supposed to be kept hidden. She thought my son is meant to be a singer. He's singing so well at such a small age. Maybe if I put him to some singing classes, if he gets a professional support of professional coaching, he might end up being a world famous singer one day. These parents have this weird mentality. Whatever the kid does, let it be good or bad, let them be pathetic at something. According to them, they are the best. Because they don't like to see that kid as something they are not good at. So my mother was in search of the best singing classes around our neighborhood. After multiple searches, she found one singing class which was conducted by a very famous playback singer in Kannada industry called Manjula Gururaj. Does anybody know who she is?
Yes.
Okay. So she's a very famous playback singer back in those days. So my mother found these classes so that I make my son join here. He's going to learn from a professional. She is a playback singer, he can be a playback singer, why not? And the next day she just pulled me and just made me join those classes. Then I didn't know what was happening, and she's like, you want to go to this? I'm like, okay, fine, let's give it a try. There's nothing wrong in trying. So I go to my first class. As soon as I enter, I see that there are already 50 students present. And all these 50 students have been coming to these classes for so many years. And I was the youngest student in that bunch. The second youngest was a 5th standard student. Remaining everyone were all high school or college students. So I was a very introverted kid. So I didn't want it to, mingle much. I wanted less mingling with the students and with the teacher. I just sat in one corner, trying to not get noticed. The teacher who was conducting who was teaching that day was not Manjula Gururaj, it was some random lady who I never seen her in my entire life. She was teaching. And she asked each student, everyone please come one after the other and sing your favorite song. Let it be film song, classical, devotional, folk, anything you like, just sing. After you finish singing, I'll give you few tips where you can improve. I just ensured I am not noticed. I didn't wanted to go there and sing Ale Patre Ale Kabna. So people who don't know what that song is, Ale Patre means old vessels, Ale Kabna means old steel. I don't know, it's a weird song, it was a very catchy song back in those days. So once each student came one after the other, they sang, they got all the tips where they can improve, and my turn came. She didn't let me go. That moment, the one thing that came to my mind was just stand and run. I didn't want to go there and sing. But I couldn't run because the door was far away from where I had seated. So I just went there. I told her, listen, singing is not my thing. This is very new to me. My mother heard me singing in the bathroom and she just made me join here. I don't know anything about singing. So you leave me today. You continue further. Next day I'll come, I'll sing whichever song you like. No, you're a new joining, I know that. Let's do one thing, let's start from basic. I'm like, okay, basics, yeah, I can start from basic. Like, I'll teach you how to sing Sare, Gama, Pada, Nisa. I'm like, okay, fine, sure, that's not a big task. And she's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and she started clapping. I'm like, why is she clapping? Does she need something? Or is she asking for money or something? I didn't understand. Back in that day, I didn't know what this meant. Later, I understood that this meant Tala. Then, she's like, okay, let's start word by word. I'm like, okay, let's go. She told Sa. I'm like, okay, that's very easy. I told Sa. And with huge pitch, she told Re. I'm like, Re. She's like, no, Re. I'm like, Re. Re. I'm like, dude, that's what I'm saying, Re. She's like, you're not catching it. I'm like, catching what? She's like, you're not catching that pitch. I'm like, how to catch? That only I don't know. I just came, it's my first class. How can you expect a newbie to catch a high pitch like that? Like, see, it's very simple. 1, 2, 3, Re. I'm like, Re. It's like, no, something is missing. I'm like, you're lacking teaching. Like, you can try, you can do it. You know, this is not working. And for the next 10 minutes, this is all we did. And we never proceeded further, Re. And the teacher told, okay, do one thing. Go back home tonight. Watch YouTube, learn how to sing Sare Gama Pada Nisa, learn what is high pitch, low pitch, everything. Come tomorrow and we'll proceed further. I'm like, fine, sure, I'll be here tomorrow sharp at 5 o'clock, and I never came back. It was so embarrassing for a second standard kid that in front of 50 students, all is doing Sare, Sare. And I felt so embarrassed that to being an introverted kid, I just went back home, I went to my mother and said, listen, I was just singing in bathroom and you made me join the singing classes. I'm not good at singing, it's not my cup of tea. Please, I won't go to these classes from tomorrow. You don't force me into all this. I can never be a good singer. My mother felt very angry. She was very angry because she spent a lot to make me join these classes, especially a professional singer. So the fees was very expensive, and I just went for one class and all I learned was Sa and Re, and my mother was very angry. She said, he's good for nothing, I don't bother. And after 1 year passed, the next summer holidays, my father came and like, see, I know you're not good at culture, I'll make you join sports, you're my son. In my childhood, I played cricket, badminton, all the sports that is present. I'm sure you'll be a very good sportsman. And he went and made me join swimming classes. I asked him why swimming. He's like, this is the explanation he gave. What if there is tsunami in Bangalore? You should know how to swim. It's a life skill that everyone should know. I'm like, okay, fine, swimming I can do. Just water, I have to take my legs. That's it, right? And he made me join Baswantgudi Swimming Center, a typical beginners center for all the Bangaloreans. And he made me join 5:30 early morning class. A third standard kid, where all his friends are waking up at 11, 12, is expected to wake up at 4:30, get ready and go to classes at 5:30 in the morning. It was a huge task for me to wake myself up and go there. Few days I went, but later I started making some excuses saying, one day you leave, one day I'll sleep till afternoon, tomorrow onwards, sharp I'll wake up and I'll go. And my father is a very stubborn man. He never listens to all these excuses. If I don't wake up on time, he used to just come, lift me from bed and just take me to the washroom. So I go to my first class. It was pretty decent, and it was a 3 months course. And at the end of the 3 months, all my batchmates had learned swimming. They could do all the styles of swimming. They could do freestyle, backflip, butterfly, backstroke, underwater, everything. And all I learned was go to the edge of the swimming pool, hold that compound, breathe in, breathe out, and kick your legs. That is all I did for 3 months. And at the end of the course, on the final day, my coach says to the entire batch, each and everyone, one by one, will jump into 16 feet and will swim till the end. I'm like, I am not doing that, that's suicide. I jump and if I drown, I don't want to come in newspaper saying a third standard kid died from drowning. That's not the headline I want to see. My parents want to see in the morning. So I thought, I am not doing this. I just went to the corner, I went to the last, I'm like, you guys go, I'll go later. All my batchmates went, it was my turn. I'm like, sir, listen, all I learned was breathing, breathe out and kick, and from that I can't go till the end. I can't even go for few meters. So please let me go. It's okay, I won't complain to my father, you may teach it. I won't say anything. You also keep quiet, I'll also keep quiet. Please leave me, and I almost fell on his feet. He just yelled and he pushed. I hardly went few meters and I started to drown. And my coach, like a Bollywood film star, he opened his t-shirt in one hand, he jumped and he saved my life. I'm like, I told you not to push. Why do you have to do this? Anyway, the coach went to my father. He told, sir, your son didn't learn anything. He hardly knows basics also. Do one thing, there is a new batch starting next week. Make him join there. Again, let him start from scratch. My father, without thinking twice, he did the amount, the payment, and he made me join without asking my consent. And this time I learned swimming. I learned all the styles, like whatever my batchmates had learned. And I did swimming for next 2 or 3 years. And I wanted to learn something new. I like swimming, I just dive in water and kick and go. I wanted to learn something new, something adventurous. So I was passing through Madhavan Park and I saw a bunch of kids skating. I went to my father and I said, I want to learn skating. Like, okay, fine. Without thinking about all the equipment, he made me join. Skating was fun. I learned for 1 year. After that, I got bored. For 1 year, I learned entire skating and I wanted to try something adventurous. I've tried all the adventurous stuff. You know, place 5-6 bottles, come in full pace, jump, land, fall. From skating, I learned humans can fall in multiple dimensions in multiple ways. I've done all those skills that Hrithik Roshan did in Doom 2 movie. Going in between the lorry, everything I've done. My father said he's a very dangerous fellow, don't continue doing skating, let's put him to some other sport. And I was introduced to the sport called cricket. Back then, IPL was very famous, even now it's famous, but it was newly introduced and everyone were crazy of IPL. So I told, I like to learn cricket, I like to be, an Indian cricket player. Maybe I'll join RCB and maybe I'll win cup for RCB one time. My father, okay, I like this guy's spirit, let us make him join cricket coaching. So he made me join cricket coaching. The first week was theory class. Like, which sport has theory class? It's cricket, it was meant to be fun. You bowl, I hit 6, that is how it was meant to be. The first week they're teaching what is deep mid wicket, what is square leg, what is flick, what is the role of a keeper, how to hold ball, how to catch ball, how to hold bat. Like, what is so very boring, man. I didn't want to learn all this. And the next couple of days he was teaching us how to defend. I got frustrated. I went to my coach, sir, listen, this theory and all is very boring. In our gully cricket, we never say go to midfield and all that. All we say is, hey, go there, we go. That is all we did. So it doesn't matter who needs all these theoretical terms. Let's do one thing, let my batchmates bowl, I'll bat. I know how to bat. You know how to bat? I'm like, yeah, I know everything. Like, okay, I'll bowl you 6 balls. If you touch one also, I'll let you go. If you miss one, if you don't touch one, you'll have a very severe punishment. Like, what, one ball? All 6 balls I did 6. And all 6 balls I missed. And my coach is like, you come here. I went. He's like, as a punishment, you will run the entire ground until I say stop. And he didn't say stop until the entire coaching was done for the day. I ran for 2 hours straight. Then I realized I should never mess with my coaches and mentors. Because the punishment will be a greater extent than what the attitude I have. So cricket was fun. I enjoyed cricket. I played for 5 to 6 years. I was part of my school cricket team as well. And when I was in high school, his KSCA, which is a Karnataka State Cricket Academy or Association. They used to conduct this inter-school competition, like a IPL of school, where there will be 10 to 12 schools and they compete against each other. Who has the highest points, they play finals and all that and will win the cup. So I represented my school, and after each match, whoever performs better, their name used to come in the next day newspaper. And like that, my names have come like 5 to 6 times. I was very proud of myself, and like I want to be a cricket star one day. I was fixed. I got a chance to go to Malaysia and play against them and all that. Then I got selected for district level as well. Then 10th finals came. And as everybody says, all my relatives, like it's a turning point, your son will fail off if he plays cricket. They started telling my parents, let him take a break after exam, let him continue. My father came and was like, listen, you take a break, you're an average student, I'm scared where you'll become below average. So you take a break, after 10th you continue playing. I'm like, okay fine, one exam I can sacrifice. Then exam got over, I got into a PU college, and my parents told, PU, turning point again. You want to get you a very good degree college, you have to focus on PU. You again stop cricket for a while, then you continue. I'm like, okay fine. Then my form went. I gave up my dream of becoming a cricketer. And still now I tell my parents, see, if you left me play, I would have played RCB going on. 7 matches they lost. I would have won at least 4 matches if I was playing. After that I didn't want to sit idle. I wanted to learn something new, something which I'm really passionate about. And I was passionate about modeling. I'm like, I want to be a model. I went to my mother, I'm like, I want to be a model, I want to come on banners. She's like, okay fine, let's see. And she made me join a very famous modeling course conducted by a very famous modeling coach called Udanka. He is a coach who teaches all these Miss India, Miss World, all those very famous people. So I went there for like 3 months. I learned how to be a model. I did some shoots and everything. And I told my mother, I'm not interested. My mother like, you're good for nothing. I'm not investing on you, not even a single rupee. Then I came to know about Toastmasters. I went to my parents and I want to join Toastmasters. Very public speaking, I want to speak. Like, you speak at home enough, don't go there and speak, you're just wasting my money. Now it's been 4 years that I've been at Toastmasters, and I can say I'm not here to leave. I'm here to stay. So it's been 4 years, and one thing that made me realize when I joined Toastmasters is a new talent, a new skill that I have, that is how to be humorous. I didn't know back in those days when I was in college or when I was in school that I can be humorous. I can give a speech where people will be laughing at whatever I speak. So this made me realize I have to do this more. Whenever I gave a speech and whenever people were listening to me and laughing at my content, it gave me a dopamine rush as to, this is what where I belong to. This is what I'm supposed to do. And when it comes to Jack of all, Master of none, I think this present scenario, it's good to be that. Because until and unless you try something new, you won't know where you're good at. If I just stick to singing, maybe I've not been a very good singer by now. Maybe I'll just stick to skating, maybe I've not progressed in anywhere. Now I've got a confidence that maybe from this, maybe I can try open mics, maybe one day I can try my own stand-up comedy. So it's okay to try multiple things, it's okay to be a jack of all and master of none. And in this current scenario, people expect you to be that. If you go to any corporate or any business field, people don't want to be a master of just one thing. You should know each and everything that's happening. So it's okay to be a jack of all and master of none. In fact, in future, if someone tells you that you're a jack of all and master of none, take it in more positive and a confident way. And just say, yeah, I'm a jack of all and master of none. And sometimes I'm often better than being a master of one. Thank you and that.
We wrapped this first session as the prepared speech session by 2 people, that's Toastmaster Pavani and Toastmaster Gaurav. Let us give us a huge round of applause for excellent. Now let's move on to the second session. The second session is going to be the table topic master. Now talking about the table topic master for the day, she is currently pursuing her BE from the Anand Sagar College. She's a very creative person. She likes reading, writing, movies, traveling, etc., 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 huge long list. But the reason she's written that why she joined Toastmasters, that she wants to become an effective public speaker. So with a huge round of applause, I would like you to welcome the table topic master of the day, Toastmaster Shreya.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests, and welcome to today's table topic session. For the benefit of our guests, the table topic session is basically a fast-paced, kind of fast-twitch session where I will give prior topics that I've decided to random people, and they'll have to come and speak here for 2 minutes max on the topic that I give them. And it's kind of a way to improve our impromptu speaking skills. So today's session might be more of a shorter one because of time constraints. So I'll get started with the session now. So the first topic is what daily ritual has changed your life for the better? What daily ritual has changed your life for the better? And this goes to Toastmaster Sai Snehal.
Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So on Jan 1st, like every year, I decided that I would start working out in the gym, especially the gym, because this is one thing I never visited. It was always outdoor activities for me. And due to some reason that I stopped going outside the house, I've decided that it's fine that I don't go out of the house. At least let me go to the gym and work out. But as time goes by, after 21 days of taking a resolution, it comes to an end that I don't go to the gym anymore. But I've noticed one thing. Every 6 days that I don't go to the gym, every 6 consecutive days that I don't go to the gym, I'm actually very lethargic. I'm lazy on thought process. I'm lazy in my daily activities. I don't move around at all. I just sit there. Even if it's just going to the office, I hesitate, I'm lazy and everything. I didn't realize the importance of working out or even a small walk that would have on you. I started doing a small experiment on me. I went to the gym once in every 5 days to see the difference, and after every once I went, the next 3 days were extremely energetic for me. And I realized the importance this had on me. So since then, I don't go to the gym that often or even go for a walk. But at least I try to ensure that at least like once in 3 days, I at least go for a walk if I'm not in the mood to go and lift some weights. This has impacted the way I think, the way I see things, where I do things around me. And this one thing not just helped me for that day, but also for the next day. If there's one tip that I can give you all, if you don't go to the gym or don't go for, at least go for a small walk. There are numerous researches which have told you that a small walk for at least 20 minutes a day enhances your brain activity. If you can do this much for yourself, and it had so much impact on me, it will have the same and even better depending on how you work out. Please try it out, and I'm sure it will give you a huge impact.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai Snehal, for your response. The next topic is, tell us about a family member of yours and what they mean to you. And this topic goes to Toastmaster Jyothi.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. One of my family members is my son. The weirdest thing he does helps me not to understand him. There are so many stories of him, which maybe I'll take a couple of them as the time goes by. So there was one of those days when he did not go to the college, or something happened with his studies. And I was very angry with him, and I shouted at him like all mothers do. And he was just staring at me as if I was talking to the wall. And that made me more annoyed, and I went to the room and started crying, and I said, "Your mother is dead, do not call me mom." He came and he peeked in and he said, "Auntie, I'm going to my granny's place." And he went off. And I did not understand who he is speaking to. And then I realized, I told him, "Your mother is dead." So I became his auntie. Then there was another time when he came and said, when he was going to his college. It was his mistake, or the person who was coming down, his mistake, but they collided. I mean, not a big thing, but just it was on the flyover. So he said, "Boss, I'm sorry, I did something wrong. So it's like early in the morning and I'm getting late, let me go." And that person started shouting at him. So he listened to him for a couple of minutes, and then he looked at him like as if he's listening to him, and he removed the other person's bike key and threw it off the flyover, and he just rode up. Before he realized what was happening, this fellow went off the flyover. I said, wow. And there are many more stories that really makes me think, can a person do such a thing? And that's the story of my son, a family member of mine. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi. Honestly, very relatable because I see this kind of scene between my mom and my brother every day. So, we'll move on to the next topic, which is, what is a small act of kindness that you did or that someone else did that you'll always remember? And this goes to Toastmaster Sharanye.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests present here. So one small act that was taught in our college is that every Saturday we used to have this fitness, maybe a 1 hour, 2 hour session that we used to have, and one professional fitness a choreographer or someone used to come and teach us, and they used to choreograph, and this was our routine. So immediately after this session, our mentor, Toastmaster Siddharth sir, so what he did was that he told us to just give these 1 or 2 chocolates to someone who's running around or walking around in the park, and just tell them thank you and have a nice day. It's an art, it's a gesture that you're showing them that their existence really matters, and just giving that made them also happy. It also made them feel happy. And if someone comes and gives you chocolate in the morning, and you just, it's a sweet, so you feel that, okay, it makes your day. So that is what we learned, and that is one thing that I have learned. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanye. The next topic is, if you could know the answer to any question, what would it be? And this goes to Toastmaster Raja.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. If there is one question I want the answer to be, it's the question that we all want to know. Understand the universe. Understanding universe, this is something that I really wanted to know. What are the different secrets that are there in the universe? Nikola Tesla said that if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of vibration and energy. And that is all there is to it. So if you start thinking in that terms, you will understand, you will start to understand the secrets of the universe. And this is something, a very big question for me. And Elon Musk is spending a lot of money and sending planning to send people to Mars to colonize over there. The reason I say that, because when we understand that particular secret or understand more about the universe, I think it will give us a lot of insights. We can make our lives better within Earth, and not only that, it is going to be a lot exciting. I know you might have seen the pictures that James Webb Telescope shared, and when I saw the pictures for the very first time, I was like totally amazed. I was like, wow. And there was one image which they said that this is an image. What we are seeing is taken like it is showing billions of years when the Big Bang happened. And when we really think about that, it is like just mind blown, right? It's just mind blowing just to really think about that. So not at least like not even like the entire universe, but even if we know about even a little bit more about the universe, like for example, renewable energy. We are talking about solar energy, right? Instead of keeping all the solar panels in Earth, or is there any way we can keep that closer to the sun? right? Are there technologies where we can absorb the energy and give it to the earth? So in summary, if I had to understand something, that would be understanding the universe.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja. The next topic is, what is something that you feel lacks in today's education system? And this question goes to Toastmaster Nagendra.
Good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. So, what do I feel something that lacks in today's education system? Today's education system is usually mugging up the things or going and vomiting in your exams. So, I like the concept of Gurukula where students used to understand and learn without they having the picturization of what is it, or they might it's like today we have a textbook or a class or a study material which explains what is what, but before the introduction of the English education system, it was just the students used to imagine. So that power or that form of education was or is a better choice today. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nagendra. The next topic is, how would you differentiate between sympathy and empathy? And this topic goes to Toastmaster Shiva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya, for this topic. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guest. How would I differentiate between sympathy and empathy? Well, I'm not as good as the grammarian in English, but empathy would probably be something that you feel. Again, it's my guess. When you look at somebody on the street and you look at them, they don't have 3 meals to eat on a particular day, and they are trying to somehow make ends meet, you feel empathetic towards that person. You come to Toastmasters, you see some new member or a guest is given a table topic. They come here, they stand and struggle to say 4 words. You feel that empathy towards them. And probably sympathy is something that you show towards other people, something that you show openly. I work in an NGO. Right? I do charity. I help other people meet their living needs, or I teach in a government school for a few days a week. And in this manner, you are showing sympathy for the people around you, for their difficulties, and not just people, it can be animals as well. Street dogs, street cats, you're taking care of them, you're ensuring they are vaccinated, ensuring they are safe, you're feeding them, etc. So probably sympathy is something that you show, and by showing sympathy, I believe we can make the world a better place, because once you do that, once you do a kind act, as one of the previous topics said, you can set a precedent for generations to come, for your younger generation or for the people around you, and they learn that it is a good act to show sympathy, and it is something rewarding for yourself and both for the people, for the living beings around you. So that would probably be the difference between sympathy and empathy. Back to the table topics.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva. The next topic is, what's a lesser known wonder in our country that more people should visit? And this goes to DTM Udanka.
What is that one less known wonder if people has to visit? I don't think so we can restrict it to one, because as a photographer, I have visited many places which has multiple dimensions. In fact, I would say it's not actually dimension, but I would say it has multiple dimensions, because you go to any dynasty's history and you see the carvings on the textbook, and you go there to that particular place and you visit that, it would almost be the same. I don't want no offenses here, but they say the 7 wonders are great and they're standing for many years. But you see our Indian culture, our Indian monuments, which was built years, decades, centuries ago, you can see that wonders what they have made. Let it be in the field of geometry. Before the world knew what geometry it was, we had these sculptures. It was not only like on the 4 walls, it was on the what do you say, ceiling also. Everywhere it was there. And you see those, I've visited few temples where a small string can pass through one ear and exit through one ear, or let it be a small piece of cloth which can pass through a tower or the pillars. So there are so many wonders, and not only with respect to the monuments or things, there are so many cultures we have to visit in our India. You go to every nook and corner of our country, you will witness different cultures, right? So it's not only about one wonder what India can explore, but I would say multiple hundreds what we can witness in India. Back to you.
Thank you, DTM Udanka, for your response. The last topic of today is, what's a reality of life that not many people accept? And this goes to Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Good evening, Toastmasters. Welcome, guests. What is the reality of life? Majority of us, including me, are we really living or we are existing? 99% we are all existing. We are not living at all. Just automatic breathing and eating, sleeping is only for existence. What is that we are going to contribute to the world? That matters actually. If you see history book, it is the people who have contributed, have been dominated from years. It is not people who existed for the sake of existing. So what is that I am going to contribute? Whatever way that is possible from me, however it is small, I need to contribute to the world. As a group of people, we can achieve a lot. Dynamics of a group gives better results than an independent individual. So it's always better think in terms of larger group, not to think about egoistic tendencies inside to beat another person. Be a community-like person so that what is that I can contribute? How can I help the other person so that we both win? To give an example, on the one hand, Sachin Tendulkar is batting, on the other hand, Rahul Dravid. They don't compete with each other, they play their own natural strokes and they dominated in the history books of cricket. This is all we need to learn from the leaders. Be a contributor to the team, achieve great runs. Thank you and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra, for your valuable knowledge. That brings us to the end of today's table topic session. I think it was a very smooth flowing session and everyone was able to speak on the topic that I gave them. So thank you for that, and back to the Toastmaster.
After an exciting table topic, I think everyone's waiting for the snacks. Let's go for a snacks break. Yes, everyone wants to be refreshed. We are getting a 10 minutes break, and after that, let's all of us head for the third session. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys had a very good snack break and a very good networking break, had interactions with people with having samosas and chai. Now let's move to the third session. The third session, general evaluation. General evaluation session is where the whole session, from the start of the session until now, is evaluated by the general evaluator. The general evaluator for the day. I don't have any words to describe him. Being the president of the club couple of times, humorous king. His speeches are something what we look forward always. A mentor, someone whom we look, the feedback whom we keep looking forward to improve ourselves. So I would like to welcome DTM MU Bhat with a huge round of applause as the general evaluator for the
Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful introduction. A small correction. I've been president for 4 terms in this club. So just a statement of it doesn't mean anything. So, but just to correct. So good evening everybody. So let's before we proceed, probably all of you can fill up that best speaker and best tabletop speaker, so that you don't get biased by the evaluations of the evaluators. 5 seconds for that. Okay, for the benefit of our guest, general evaluation is about the feedback about the individual performance and the performance of the club as a whole, so that we can, week after week, we can improve ourselves and improve the club as a whole. That's the general idea. So whatever we do well, we'll continue to do that or we'll better it. And areas where we can probably do something improvement, bring about, so that club becomes better week after week, individuals become better week after week. So let me get straight to the evaluation, general evaluation mode. The meeting started, business session started at 6:20. I think we are only 5 minutes late. I think we can pardon that in the role of scheme of things. So there are 3 announcements, 2 by VP Education, one about the role takers for the coming week, and the second about a joint meeting with Uttista on 11th May. One thing I can tell you that Uttista is a great club. I have got some bit close association with that club. In fact, there are members who have become even district champions in humorous speaking from Uttista. So I think we have to enter more and more in the number. The problem is I myself may not be able to. 11th May, some I have got to go to out of station, looks like. Anyway, please make it with large numbers. Then there was an announcement by the president about the outing, which is, I think, that was promised by the earlier committee, I believe, that we will do it. I think this time it's happening. So it is on June 2nd, 900 is at the Rock Salt. What is that?
Rocksport.
Rocksport, okay. Where is it located?
Kanakpura.
Kanakpura. Okay. I think this time I will make it. Last time I missed it. So there are only 3 announcements were there. And meeting started 6:25 by Sergeant at Arms. Apoorva, now you have come to terms with your role. That's what I can find. Week after week, you have become that good evening has become more powerful, and so that it will increase the energy level of the meeting. That's one thing I've seen. And you briefly dealt about the theme very nicely, that 1 + 1 is 3, and you told about how you and Latha have more than 2. In fact, later my MC told you are 44. I think that's also true. And one thing really, you have done a great job. Your smile, your presence behind the lectern, and your powerful good evening, everything put it, the occasion and the style, what you presented, wonderful. Only one suggestion, 1 + 1 synergy you told. I have still got to find some solution for that meeta and katta chutney. Something you have to do about it. You can brainstorm how to do it. Probably put some paper cups or something and carry bag which can dump somewhere on the way, on the return. Something like that. Probably. This is my suggestion now. So there is only a suggestion I can have as per that your Sergeant at Arms role is concerned. Wonderful job done. Let's give a round of applause to our Sergeant. Then President took over. There was only one guest. I think you are attending 3 times. I think by now, hopefully you have made up your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because you're welcome. You can contact our VP membership. She will be able to help you out how to do the formalities. So when the president called for the minutes of meeting, and the secretary Mehjabin presented as usual a wonderful job. A brief but very accurate, as can be proved by the it was accepted without any comment, without any corrections. There's something speaks itself. So a good round of applause to Mehjabin for the honest done. Coming to the president, president suddenly had to leave. I think he's not.
Yes.
Okay. So whatever it is, Mr. President, what happened is today he was explained his speech about the teamwork and collaboration, how it leads to synergy. It's a really wonderful way. He took the example of RCB, then he took his own college project when he was helping with a group of 4 people in an NGO. He dealt with the subject in a very comprehensive manner. There was a lot of take home what I felt in his speech today. And his introduction of the Master of Ceremony also very nice today. That's one thing I really like. So for that honors done by our President, let's give a round of applause to him. Then Master of Ceremony took over. I think I will come to you later, ma'am. There was a prepared speech session. There are two speeches today. One level 3 project 2. It was called friend-led learning. Before I proceed to that, Mr. Varaprasad, have you received the project guidelines and evaluation?
Yes.
Sheet, and you have gone through that?
Yes.
That is what is important. I think the same question I can ask to DTM Subramanyam also. You have received the guidelines and from the speaker. That's one thing we have to first ensure. And it was evaluated by Varaprasad. Toastmaster Varaprasad, can I have your evaluation of Pavani's speech?
Mr. General Evaluator and dear Toastmasters and Pavani in particular. Mentoring, we call as a guru also, is a great thing by means where the mentor can visualize the potential in the person who mentored before the word visualizes. The ability to visualize the individual potential of the person by looking at and bringing that specifically to express it or nurture it on a timely basis than never make him demotivated or always constantly enabling him is a great thing. So I wish you all the best, Pavani, before jumping in the evaluation, that you're embarking that or trying to understand that sphere of mentoring, and I'm sure your great observations which you try to bring in can enable you, and wish you all the best for that. To go deeper, the purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring, and also purpose of this speech for the member to share some aspects of previous experiences of the meeting. If I go or structure it in a three-way, what the protege excelled at, and then what probably to consider and work on, and I would like to later see if she can challenge herself more in for future speeches. It was a great opening, powerful, and I could see there's a good amount of breath to position, and then now take that or bring that complete energy, and the energy stayed for the whole speech. That's great. So I think you mastered yourself there. So it was a flawless, great energy. Opening was really good, and we could clearly see there is a sense of satisfaction you felt, or you were able to see that was a bit more coming out. Not just for the speech, but overall learning. So that was one thing, and it was also repeatedly you expressed being grateful to all the supporters and mentors there. That's a good or a great skill to have. Always expressing the gratitude makes you to seek for more learning. You may can consider to work on it. I would say it would have been a bit more helpful to structure it, like structure the order of it, because it was a little bit jumping between. To start with, and then stopped, and again you picked new, and then again 2-3 times it went and back. It uses, I felt it was a bit more generic in few cases that you can really look at. So a couple of suggestions, or if I can suggest you, it can be goal oriented learning. You can fix up, this was my goal and this is where I started, and this is how my mentor enabled to structure it. And that's why today baseline was here and I was able to come forward to this. And to move on, you can challenge yourself in terms of using a bit more vocal variety. Because it was a great gesture like move it and open your center line, and so that shows the confidence. That's a big gesture in body language when you straight away face it. That's a great, but you can think of a little more vocal variety, like which is can be moderated. And physical gestures were
felt like repeated, but you can think of moving around than standing in one position. Conclusion would have been a bit more powerful, connected to the powerful opening, but there's a connect missing in. And as I said, looks like you need to work on always seeking a validation. Can be challenge yourself. Sometimes you can attempt without seeking a validation for yourself. And I see a bright future. Being a great learner, you can be a great mentor. So wish you all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varaprasad, for the wonderful evaluation. What I really liked about your evaluation was, you first brought about the importance of mentoring. You explained what the project is about. Incidentally, I would have expected it from the speaker herself, because this project is in project 2 parts. When just talking more about Varaprasad, I talked about you, because your speech came about more as an expression of gratitude and a thanksgiving than about your proving to us that you have understood the nitty-gritties of mentoring. That did not come out. What you really learned from all these people, some issues what really happened because of mentoring, what you learned about mentoring, what is mentoring, and did you learn from that? How Ujwal helped you? He helped you, right? But to help you, how? So that if that comes, there would have been more clarity and more value addition. That's what I felt. But you have brought about most of the regarding your speech organization, about your conclusion being more powerful. They are very much in place. You comment about and gave some way forward for us. That's what I liked about your evaluation. Wonderful evaluation, Varaprasad, and I really liked your speech, the way you delivered it. Wonderful. You are like a sponge. You get good points from everywhere. I'm seeing you from the beginning. So in any role, you take it very seriously. Go through that and follow to the last T. That's something which I really like. Congratulations on that. So let's give a big round of applause to both the evaluator and the second speech was a level 5 project 1. It was titled as Jack of All, Master of None, delivered by Gaurav Badri, evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Subramanyam. Can I have your evaluation, sir?
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, my fellow Toastmasters and my target speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav Badri. How many of you were entertained by Toastmaster Gaurav? Did you have a laugh along with him?
Yes.
I too had lots of laugh throughout the speech. So let me start my evaluation of your speech. The project was about how to start speaking professionally, or somewhat similar to keynote speech. One thing you really did well was that you were able to hold audience attention continuously for a longer period of time, much more than conventional speech, up to more than 8 minutes, that is up to 20 minutes. And what I really liked about your speech was that first, when I heard about your speech title, I was very curious, and it was very much intriguing to know what exactly, as a speaker, you had to share about this. And whatever stories you shared, may be your first anecdote about being part of a singing class and also a swimming class, and then finally cricket. All your stories were very much from your personal experience, and that showed that you were a credible speaker. And I really liked the fact that you had lots of humor, which was one of the reasons why you were able to hold the audience attention for a longer period of time. And that shows that you have done your work to do it consistently. I think as a professional speaker, that's what one of the skills required to hold audience attention consistently over a longer period of time. You have that skill. And also I liked the fact that you spoke from your personal experience. So those were some of the attributes of this, the objectives of this speech. You brought in credibility, you spoke from experience, you had a lot of interesting things to share, and you were able to hold consistently audience attention. That takes me to the fact that there was also another requirement, which is area of expertise. So while your area of expertise with respect to jack of all, master of none. It was a very simple message where all the audience members were able to connect with you, or you were able to connect with them. I have to say that for me personally, I was unable to resonate with that particular topic. I was expecting much more deeper message, a stronger message, and you could have chosen a topic wherein you can start off with an event. For example, we have elections going on, and why is it important? You can share some. You could have done some research on a chosen topic where you have expertise. So I really felt that you made it very easier for yourself. You were very comfortable speaking from experience, and you did not use this opportunity to speak from your area of expertise. So that is my feedback for you. All the best.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Subramanyam, for this wonderful evaluation. You have put the nail on the head when you said that you should speak on this area of expertise. But at this point, I would like to differ from you in one aspect. His area of expertise, there are what I understand is one is humorous speaking. And his area of expertise, as far as the subject is concerned, what I understood. Jack of all arts, jack of all, master of none. And that is the one he explained. And as a professional speaker, whatever I probably expected from him was use that humorous part which you are a master. You can delight the audience with your humorous anecdotes. Nothing, no questions on that. And you are totally successful today. But I would have appreciated as a professional speaker, this subject could have been a very profound subject. In fact, for me, it's a profound subject. It is something with a lot of to make thought-provoking. It is not necessary that you should be a master of one in your life. You can be interested in so many things and appreciate the life in this wide diversity. That concept, if you had brought about and explained it, and limited your storytelling to a smaller extent to that, and expanded your thing as a general topic, then it becomes a real professional speech. That's what I felt. Otherwise, your speech was excellent, there's no doubt about it. But it could have taken you to the next higher level as a professional speaker. This is what probably he wanted to tell you in few other words, because expertise is probably you thought about he should have talked as an expert. He's an expert in being master of jack of all arts and master of none. That's how I look at it. I think that to that extent you should appreciate it. Wonderful speech and wonderful evaluation, distinguished Toastmaster Subramanyam. Let's give both of them a big round of applause. We had a table topic session, very interesting one. Shreya, you have come up a long way. Many times I have been telling you that you have to be more forthright in telling your topics or speaking out. You have done that today, but even towards the end I still felt that it could have been a bit more, voice could have been higher. That's what only I felt. But your selection of topics was amazing, very nice, because it enabled the speaker to share those experiences, whatever they wanted to tell. Of course, Vijay Upendra took it to a different level altogether, I think, which I found it to be difficult to. But wonderful, you know whom to ask what question. That is one thing really good what I like. And more than anything, Shreya, what I liked about you, introduce what is table topics for the benefit of guests who may not understood. Even otherwise, it's a practice to say what you are going to do, what is table topics and what it does for you. You did it an amazing job there. So wonderful job, congratulations on that. Only suggestion I told her, still you can come up with your more, some people hard of hearing like me, so it helps a lot. So that's the only thing I can suggest you. But let's give a big round of applause to Shreya for that. Now let's have the report from the TAPG team. First timer, Toastmaster Anirudh. Can I have your evaluation?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. This is the timer's report for this meeting. The meeting commenced at 6:20 p.m., 5 minutes later than usual. The business session, the time allotted was 3 minutes. The time it took was 3 minutes 11 seconds. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Apoorva took 2 minutes 10 seconds while the time allotted was 3 minutes. And the presidential address took 7 minutes 56 seconds while the time allotted was 9 minutes. Minutes of the meeting took exactly 2 minutes and that was the time allotted. And Toastmaster Latha took 11 minutes 36 seconds while the time allotted was 10 minutes. And the first prepared speech, Toastmaster Pavani took 6 minutes and 50 seconds while the time allotted was 5 to 7 minutes. The prepared speech by Toastmaster Gaurav went for 18 minutes and 14 seconds while the time allotted was 18 to 22 minutes. The table topic sessions by Toastmaster Shreya went on for 18 minutes while the time allotted was 20 minutes. And the timer's report on each individual speaker is on the whiteboard. The individual evaluations by each Toastmaster Varaprasad and DTM Subramanyam. The first one went on for 4 minutes and 15 seconds while the allotted time was 2 to 3 minutes. And the second evaluation went on for 3 minutes and 23 seconds while the time allotted was 3 minutes. And the general evaluation session has been going on for 21 minutes as of now. So thank you and
Thank you, Anil, for the report. Let's get the report from the R counter, Sakit.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Here's my report on our counter. Starting off at Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Apoorva had 2 hours. The President Toastmaster Ujwal had 3 hours. Toastmaster of the Day Toastmaster Latha 2 hours. Timer Toastmaster Anirudh had 2 hours. Our counter Toastmaster Sakit flawless. Grammarian Toastmaster Shubha flawless. PP Evaluator Toastmaster Raja had 9 hours and a repeated word and that includes for the table topic. Coming to the prepared speech, Speaker 1 Toastmaster Pavani had 3 hours and 2 repeated words and so. Evaluator Toastmaster Varaprasad had 4 hours. Speaker 2 Toastmaster Gaurav was flawless. For 18 minutes, there were no flaws, so that's good. Evaluator DTM Subramanyam had 7 hours and 2 repeated words and that. Table topic master, Toastmaster Shreya flawless. Then coming to Speaker 1, Toastmaster Sai Snehal flawless. Toastmaster Jyothi 1 hour and a repeated word and. Toastmaster Sharanye had 4 hours, repeated word and. Toastmaster Nagendra had 3 hours, repeated word or and that. Toastmaster Shiva had 1 hour, repeated word and. DTM Udanka flawless. Toastmaster Vijay Upendra flawless. General Evaluator DTM MU Bhat 1 hour. That's about my report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakit. Let's have the report from Grammarian Shubha.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests present. This is the grammarian's report. Here are the good usages in no particular order. Collaboration is the key to success. Synergy. Mentors are our guiding stars. Pillars of my strength. Jack of all, master of none, but better than being master of one. Humans can fall in multiple dimensions. Dopamine rush. Lazy in my thought process. Secrets of the universe. Mind-blowing. Existed for the sake of existing. Dynamics of a group. Play their natural strokes. And individual potential. Here is a list of not so good usages. Introduce about yourself can be either introduce yourself or tell us about yourself. It was an easy task. It was an easy task. Gives a feedback can be gives feedback. Very flow. can be flow smoothly. Watching for can be replaced with watching out for or overseeing. It's either a friendly chat or just friendly chats. Instead of she tell, she said, and she's like can be replaced with she said. And where you are good at can be replaced with what you are good at. And still now can be replaced with even now. And coming to the difference between empathy and sympathy, it's often used interchangeably in the English language, but I've learned the difference from a psychological perspective. Sympathy is something that is external, in the sense that if you see a beggar on the road, you just feel sympathy and it stops there. It's like pity in a form, whereas empathy is actually internalizing the same feeling that an external person is going through and also taking action in order to counter their demise. So that's it, and back to the Evaluator.
Can I have the report from the Parliamentary Procedure Evaluator, Raja?
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. There was no talk about the sex, religion and politics, and people entered and exit only during the applause. The only thing is there was 2 phone notifications and it felt like 3. I don't know. You see, 2 phone notifications felt like 3, maybe because of the theme. And it made me understood this deep mathematical calculation. Thank you, back to you.
Thank you, Varaprasad. This TAPG team, week after week, they sacrifice their time. Probably they are even sacrificing listening to the speeches because they will concentrate on their jobs. I am really amazed, and we should express our gratitude for the amazing job that particularly they are all, every time they are taking the roles, whether it is Shubha or your Saket or Anirudh. I've been seeing week after week they are taking and doing so much for us. And what a comprehensive job. There is a very meticulous timekeeping by Anirudh, humor-laced report by Saket every time, and of course by our Varaprasad as a Parliamentary Procedure Evaluator, and a comprehensive grammarian report by Shubha. They have done, all of them have done an amazing job. I think we should express our gratitude for the great job they have done. Let's give all of them. Coming to our Master of Ceremony, our Master of Ceremony has, over the years, ma'am, you have become truly a professional speaker sort of. You know, you have got that presence, you have got that smile, you have got that ability to take the audience into confidence, or by your rhetorical questions, asking them, being with you and bringing them along with you on your path. There is something you have done really well today also, and you talked about the theme in bit more detail about the collaboration and the key as a key to success, and your how the result of greater than the sum of the 2 parts is what is synergy is about. Great job done. And what I liked about the speech was about how you connected to the theme. The Toastmasters you brought about synergy also, you brought about the concept of that. That was really came about very well. I do not have any specific suggestion for improvement other than that. One thing always remember regarding that introductions, concentrate only on introductions most of the time. Sometimes, you know, for example, our, I think, this fellow's speech, I think, our Gaurav is going to speak on, and he went on talking about that. I would really appreciate every time, the standard procedure will be, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav Badri. That Gaurav Badri is the last word before he comes up from that. And the idea there is, and until you speak that, he will not get up from his seat. After that, he will get up, and we will start applauding until he reaches here, shakes hands with you, and then you go and sit on your seat. So that, if you prolong it, will give the meeting has some type of professional look. That's what I felt. So that's one thing, one suggestion I can give. Another is time. Same thing. Time Anirudh you told about. These are the only two things. And your introductions. And as far as possible, introductions you internalize and make it your own and give it. There's only one suggestion I can give. But you are truly taking your job seriously, making it full justice to it, and wonderful master of ceremony, knitting up all the projects, giving your own views in between about the speeches. Good job done. I think let's give a big round of applause to our master of ceremony. Generally about a meeting, I do not have, I thoroughly enjoyed it. A wonderful opening by Apoorva and good. There are two wonderful speeches by Gaurav and our old age catching up with Pavani. And good, wonderful table topic session by Shreya and boarding. A wonderful general evaluation by Toastmasters. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm sure you all also had a great time. So with that, back to you.
After getting a very extensive feedback on what we could do better, and I would like to conclude over here with two quotes that it takes two flints to make a fire. Collaboration, where the magic happens. With this, I would like to conclude my role over here, and keeping the theme 1 + 1 = 3 moving forward, I would like to call our acting president, Toastmasters Shiva, to take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha. Okay, what a meeting it's been. I felt for the caliber of role takers and speakers we had today, we definitely deserved a bigger audience. So this is an appeal to all our members watching this on YouTube or who are there here today. Please do attend in large numbers. It motivates the speakers to do much better, right? So you feed off the energy of the audience. So the first thing, last week we honored the members who had completed their pathway levels, and one member was not there, so she was left out. So we'd like to honor her today, and to help me do the honors, I'd like to request TTM Bhat to join me on stage. So this goes for completing level 2 of persuasive influence, Toastmaster Mehjabin. Moving on to the winners of today's meeting, I've got 19 responses, 19 people in the room. Perfectly done. Let me start off with the best role taker, TAPG. Okay, before I declare the winners, one request to all our members. I've said this before, but please do wait until everybody's done their roles in order to cast your votes in the ballot. So there were about 10 votes even before the TAPG team came in. So please do wait, give them a chance. They've put in a lot of effort. So now let's get into the results. Best role taker, TAPG for today. Okay, it's a draw between our grammarian and PP evaluator, Toastmaster Shubha and Toastmaster Raj. Best role taker MTG. Okay, no competition with this man. Go to our general evaluator TTM Bhat. Moving on to the best table topic speaker. Proper wagon wheel here. Goes to Toastmaster Vijay Upendra. Moving on to the best evaluator for today's meeting goes to TTM Subramanyam.
This is my first ever award of any type in income.
Okay. Finally, the best speaker for today's meeting. Toastmaster Gaurav. Okay. Congratulations to all the winners. So, before I close the meeting, request to all the members, once we are done with the national anthem and group picture, please do vacate this room. We can continue networking downstairs. With that, I close meeting number 1261. Request everyone to rise. The national anthem.